Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Factorio. I'm your host, SeiferKatt, and I don't know why I'm saying I'm your host, SeiferKatt, but this is the thing I do now, apparently. So, speaking of things we're doing today, we are going east. That's a lot of trees, actually. Nice to see a lot of trees occasionally. You know, just a couple of casual trees, just not to be confused with casualties. That's something you don't really want to see on such a spider walk. But we're doing well. At some point, we're probably going to need to do a stone refill because I notice power is in the red at 24%. That's okay. And if we're lucky, we'll go back up to 25 in a second. Good lord, those spiders are moving. They are moving the best they can. But they are also going very slow because there's a lot of distance we've got to cover. When you're going to the edge of the world, you do have to go quite a distance. That's okay. We'll get there very soon. Be there before you know it. I mean, unless you think before we know it is like within the next hour, in which case we're not going that fast. We get about 3-4% an hour, and we're at 58. So yeah. Alright, we'll probably get to about 65, maybe even 70 today. That'd be nice. If we get to 70 today, it is possible that we get this all done. No, it's possible we get this walk done soon. How devastated would I be if they changed the map max size and didn't document it in a patch? I would still consider it a win. I wouldn't be devastated. Oh gosh, you were just gonna die there, aren't you? Okay, we gotta save him. Saving Private Spider. Am I mad dashing to the edge? I mean, I'm trying. It's not really a mad dash so much as a slightly crazy dash. See, again. Here we go. But we're going for it. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, if they didn't document that in a patch, but thankfully I trust Woob to document everything to a scary level. So we should be okay on that one. Look, I mean, I've done runs that lasted hours and hours and realized it's a failure right at the end. It'll just be another one. It'll just be one more failure in my cap of failures. Some people add feathers, I add failures. My birds are terrible. The worst bird you'll ever see. That's what I can promise over here. And then, of course, once we get to the edge, then we've got to build our rocket, which I don't know how well that's going to go down, but we'll certainly give it a go. There's some stone there. Then again, batteries are like 26%. We don't need to stop. Unless my wife calls me at this exact moment, in which case I do need to stop. Alright, I'll be back in just a moment, everyone. I've got to go see what Panda needs. Just a second. Baby away. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Okay, let's get started. Or let's resume, rather. I mean, what are we missing, right? We're just walking. Just traveling in a straight line with a bunch of spiders. I was trying to give someone advice today about not being afraid of spiders. I think they thought I was being very insincere. Like, it's because you're not afraid of spiders. It's like, well, I kind of am, but I used to be more afraid of spiders. And then I went with these simple rules. Step 1, don't be afraid of spiders. I can see why she thought I was being condescending. I wasn't. I was being serious. Step 1 of stopping being afraid of something, stop being afraid of it. Because I was just like, you can be afraid of it, and then you'll never get rid of it. Like, you can't actually kill it. You want to kill that spider, you got to be less afraid of it. Just like, it doesn't... Depends on the spider. We live in New Zealand. We don't have the biggest spiders. They're okay. They're not like Australian spiders. Or like those camel spiders. Those camel spiders sound terrifying. And I want nothing to do with them. But yeah, you're probably right. It definitely does depend on the spider. But I mean, if you've got a fear of spiders, it really probably doesn't even matter too much the size of the spider. Because the spider is just the worst regardless. Right, this is all the landfill we've got. I forgot that. When we get to 2,000 landfill, we're going to have to stop. Probably get to like 4,000 again. We will have to stop a couple of times anyway. And when we stop, we can take little reload times. What happens? Okay, back on the sand. Lovely. You love sand. Part of me wishes I'd kind of put alien biomes on this one so that way I could look at different colors as I traveled. Alien biomes would have been good. Could you imagine all the different colors? Ooh, we're in purple land. Be nice. Ah, well. Didn't. I mean, it's just traveling. It's traveling the stream. You know, some people like to watch Desert Bus. This is like my version of Desert Bus. Except I'm not raising charity, so I guess it's probably not a very good version of Desert Bus. And also no one interesting comes into Paul, except me. And I don't know if I'm regarded as interesting. Is the ribbon world supposed to keep you on track? The ribbon world is more so that way you can't like go up or down infinitely, and sometimes you have to go through things. If I was to do this again, I would do a much thinner ribbon, like maybe even a quarter of the size. It would be painful to start off, but the original plan was also that I was going to be building a train line through the whole thing, and that gave me a speed of about 3% an hour. Sorry, no, it was 3% a stream. And then I gave that up when I realized how much faster it would be to just make the spiders walk across the world. And I've not looked back since. Like, literally, I haven't gone back. Because I realized I could just keep going. Because I was like, oh, but if I have to resupply, then it'll take forever. It'll take longer to resupply. Like, it'll take longer to go back and get the supplies than it would be to just build new supplies. And I do not regret doing that. I do not regret ditching the rail. It certainly makes it a little bit more monotonous. But when the number goes up, I don't care how monotonous it is. It means I can start another project after this. Or just play more C-Block, which is also good. Like, I won't lie, I was tempted to play a bit of C-Block today, and I was just like, no. I technically went to work, and that means I have to do this. If you technically go to work, then you have... The rule was, you do this. But, you know, the percentages... We're getting closer and closer to being done. Percentages are going up, and the percentage left is going down. We're past the halfway point, and that's probably the most exciting part. That's until I run out of spiders. I won't run out of spiders. I've got repair packs. And if I really... Okay, if I ran out of spiders, what I could do, it'd be easier to just build more spiders than to go back 500,000 tiles, because that would take me on a train like 2 hours at this point. And I don't want to do that. 2 hours on train is a long time. Like, at least if you're on a real world train, it kind of makes sense. But in a video game world, you're just like, oh god. Speaking of repairs, we may need to repair my spiders very soon. Power is at 14%, that's not too bad. I don't think we've lost any spiders. Repair packs tend to keep them pretty beefed up. We just keep walking. And we try not to let the voices tell us to stop. Try not to listen to the voices at all. They do nothing but bring ruin. And I don't need extra ruin today. It's not like you go to a Macca's and they're like, would you like some ruin with that? Which of course you always say yes, because you want extra ruin. And they do a deal today that if you buy 2 ruins, you get 3 ruins. And you know what? Ruin the whole family, that's what I always say. Like, why just ruin yourself? Ruin the entire family. Ruin your entire bloodline if possible. Yeah. That's right. Is that not expected? What am I supposed to be at? If I was to do this again, I should pave the entire world with cement. That's not happening. That was a joke. That was joke time. Am I building a train line, or is this the Great Spidertron migration? I gave up the train line. This train line was a great idea, except it took like, I got 1% an hour. I get like 4% an hour doing this. And, 4% an hour really adds up when you do it for 3 hours as a go. So yeah, we're not doing a train line. It's just a Spidertron migration. And then we need to build a rocket. Because, why not? So I think when we start getting about 9 to 99%, we start really keeping an eye on the copper and iron reserves. I don't think we're really going to build a lot of things. I think we're just going to make what we need. Maybe I'll just see, like, go into the maths of like how much does a rocket cost and just mine that correct amount of copper and stuff. Do I have speed modules? No, I have no modules at all. Okay, wonderful. What are we at? 59.6%. This is when someone says, actually, see if you got the numbers wrong, it's 5.96%. If someone said that, I would just be like, okay, you know what? This was a foolish idea. I would end the stream. I would start a C-Block stream and I'd delete this entire run from YouTube. So I'm only about 10 hours from the end. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, 10 hours from reaching the edge of the world. Then I do need to build a rocket with what I've got on hand. Which shouldn't be too bad. I've got the technology. So that's probably like a stream in itself. I want to launch a rocket on the very top right of the map. Because, it's kind of anticlimactic just to walk there and be like, we're done! Yay! So you need to, like all things, you need to end with a bang, right? And I don't have a nuke with me, so I can't even nuke myself. Part of me was just wondering, how viable would it be to nuke myself? That's not great thinking. The answer is not very. When I get there, I will need coal. Will I need coal? I will certainly need oil. I'll need oil, water to make the fuel and the plastic. I'll need iron to make the steel. I'll need copper. Is there anything I won't need? I won't need uranium. Well, that's good. And do I need stone? I feel like I probably won't need stone. I'm willing to bet now that... Hey, you're welcome. You're quite welcome. It's not the most exciting stream, but hopefully the commentary makes up for that. I am willing to bet that there'll be stone on like the millionth patch, just to be like the thing that I don't need. I will to build the silo. Son of a... I need stone. Okay, that's fine. Why didn't I didn't bring a silo because I didn't think I'd actually build this, but you know, it's really just a stretch goal on that one. You know, Kickstarters, when they have stretch goals, they like give you more like metal pieces for a board game you didn't really want. In this, I just make my game harder. And that's the stretch goals that I think we should have. Just things that make it harder for the dev. Am I the dev? Yes. I suppose I am. Or the eng. So we just keep moving. Keep on moving on anyway. And sometimes there's lulls in conversations. I try to figure out what to say next. I was going to bring up a duck, but Dave's not here, and Dave loves Duck Watch, so talk about the duck later. Yesterday was Guy Fawkes night, which means there was a lot of explosions and booms and bangs and that sort of thing, because, you know, you got to celebrate Guy Fawkes. Apparently, I'm kind of done with it. I think as I've gotten older, I've just become less enthused by Guy Fawkes night. Maybe that'll change with my son being excited to see the booms and bangs. But right now, I'm just like, oh my god, can we not? Can we not do that until 11 at night on a work day, please? My son's trying to sleep. And also the animals, like the cats and the dogs, they get upset by it. Oh, we've run out of power. Shoot. Not good. Okay, well, what we'll do for now is we will do that. We will try and get some reloads. Gonna be a bit slower for a little bit. Be nice if I could find some stone. I didn't realize we were so low down. Otherwise I would have had like a little stone mine going. That's alright. How much stone will it take to make the silo? That's the real question. It takes 1,000 concrete, which is 5 stone bricks. No. It is, divide that by 10, so it is 0.5 stone bricks times... I need 100 workings of that, so I'd need 500 stone bricks. Okay. As we get close to the end, we can get that stone relatively easily. I don't think it's a problem. Oops. No. Okay, we're still looking for stone, so we can get a bit of a reload and recharge. Generally try to avoid taking damage, because that slows down my spider walk. I made this deal to everyone that I was going to do this a long time ago, and I really wish I hadn't, because this is one of the runs that I've done. It's not the Nullius run. You know what? When it really comes down to it, let's be glad it's not Nullius, because that was the run that broke me. And people like, hey, see, play Pyodons. And I want to. Don't think I don't want to. Maybe that's what I do after this. I play Pyodons. But no. Every now and then I see something about Pyodons and I'm like, why is that a thing? Why does Pyodons exist? I'm glad it exists for people who want it. And occasionally I think I might be that person, but let's be realistic. I'm not that person. The spiders continue to march. I feel bad about not killing all the like biters and stuff these days. I used to kill everything, and that was the way life should have been, the way nature intended. Also, when I build a single, I probably, oh, there we go. Here's what I was looking for. When I get to the oil wells, I probably only need one oil well, and that'll do me just fine, right? We're gonna just do a bit of a quick mine here. Eyes will destroy my brain. That would be a shame. That'd be a damn shame if my brain was destroyed. Okay. That spider is following me. I'm not okay with this spider following me. I remember I did that to show that you could, and now it's following me and I am scared and I don't want it to. How do I make it follow? Control left click. Okay, that's what I thought. Sometimes a spider follows you and you don't want that. Left right click, okay. So we're going to let this recharge for a little bit. We're going to take a bit of stone just to reload those supplies. And while that's happening, we have a bit of water. Lovely. I mean, all up, this produces what? 38 stone per second. So when we really get down to it later on, 36 stone per second, sorry. When we really get down to it later on when we're trying to build that rocket, this will do the job. I think when the power starts to go, we'll pull all this up again. Okay, that's fine. I don't really want to build more infrastructure than I have to. And it's good to just get a little bit more landfill because that is the only consumable we're really using at this stage. While my fusion generators generate some fusion. Are you done? No, you still got a little bit to go. Okay. Got a lot. It's nice to just pick up some stone every now and then, though, you know? This feels right. And we do have 18 electric furnaces. That... I don't know if that's a lot. It feels like it's not many. Certainly don't think we have enough power. Like 6 megawatts of power is not a lot. Maybe we stay here until we mine out this 377 million. That's a joke. We're not doing that. At least not without speed modules. No, there's no way we're doing that. Okay, I think we're good here. Got the stone. Make sure we keep constructing. What's my mining productivity up to? It's not that high. It's not as high as you'd think it should be. Because, quite frankly, once I had the ability to start my spider walk, I started my spider walk. And the only thing that really I'm trying to improve right now is just energy weapons damage, which is probably kind of irrelevant anyway. And away we go again. What percentage are we at right now? 60.2. Alright, that's fine. Oh, Kick is declaring first, despite being, you know, half an hour late. That's alright, Kick, you're first in my heart. That's what matters. Ooh, I don't know if I can claim that. I'm going to upset someone with that. Look, you're first in my heart, just don't tell anyone. How about that? Yep, that's not the sound of someone who's abusive. Look, like I've always said, sometimes you gotta be a little bit abusive towards, you know, your viewers. You gotta have that power struggle going on. Okay, that was a bad idea, but we've got 21 stone. Really like that quote, don't you? Love it. This is a stream where I try not to swear in general. And it's just like, well, I guess I did say that, so... Whee! Still first because you were so first. Oh, that's right, you were triple first the other day. That's true. If you're triple first, you get to claim first for like a week. I don't know if that's actually in the rules. I haven't written that rule, but you know, who writes the rules in the stream anyway? Me? Yes, I write the rules in the stream. All right. Uh, that's like in school. You were allowed to swear if it was in the book you were reading. That's true. That always felt good, right? Where you'd be reading a book and it'd be like, or you know, it was like some dirty joke or something. Like Shakespeare has a bunch of dirty jokes, and you're like, oh, okay, we're just saying a dirty joke now. All right then. I didn't need to walk through these guys, and yet here I am. I love just a patch being like 3 million, or at least 300,000. I don't know. I just ran past it pretty quick without trying to pass how many digits were in that. But a lot. That's the point. That's a lot. Even the outskirts isn't like 3. It's just... Oh, 6 out of 10. Woot! You like your patches to be amended with G. G patches? Patches G? Been home from work for an hour and a half and all you've heard is dad, 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 dad. Well, I mean, it could be worse. I can't tell you how right now because... But... Oh, I'm being called again. All I'm hearing is dad, dad, dad right now. As in the numerical value being XXXG. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Giga. Giga. That's fair. All right, I've apparently got to go see what's up again. I will be back in a moment. How dare I go look after the baby? I'm here for you, not the baby. Well, Kick, I know you're joking first off. This is the number one thing. Second, if I didn't, I wouldn't be streaming at all. Like, this is the agreement. If I stream, I still wanted to stream, I have to be available at a moment's notice to go look after, like, help out with the baby. And I'm cool with that. Hey, Tara, how you doing? It's good to see you. So I don't mind. Like, it's, you know, it's like, well, sure, I can prefer to continue streaming, but, you know, that's the deal. And you gotta do your deal. All right. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, I'm gonna waste so much battery that way. I'm gonna raise the quality of the stream. Okay. Quality of the stream is now raised. We raised the quality of the stream. Down there. See? Colonel Will played your mod. Did he enjoy it? Was it behaving? Found a bug too. Oh no. I mean, is that good? I think that's good. I mean, you're smiling, so it sounds like that's a good thing. But yeah, we can raise the quality of the stream here. So every time we raise the quality of the stream, then we go up a level. Right now we're at uncommon. It was a minor bug, but a crash. Oof. How are the downloads going, Solburn? Master of the quality mod? Guy just makes quality. Like, there's no stopping Solburn. Give him the chance, he's just going to make quality. And that's just the sort of person he is. C4 downloads. Well, I mean, it's a start, right? I mean, I imagine the people who are just really excited about the idea of quality are probably downloading it. Yeah, it's awesome. We'll keep opening bugs on the forum. I mean, is that good? Like, they're finding just a bunch of things that aren't quite working right? Most reasonable summon valid. Oh, really? Okay. Like, bugs that you wouldn't consider bugs, but more of a feature? Not being sarcastic or anything? Like, you're just like, that's kind of how it's supposed to be. Someone complained that oil refinery with quality doesn't have any recipes. What, so you can't make high quality oil? Come on, man. Why are we not getting high quality oil? I want high quality petroleum gas. And then it has to go into a different pipe. Oh god, I just realized why that was a pain. Yeah, as soon as I said that, I was like, oh no. I see why high quality fluids would be bad. Okay. Also, they complain resource patches have quality in the editor. That's an implementation detail. I don't understand. Like, you can change the quality of resource patches? Is that so you can have, like, high quality copper ore? Miners do that automatically when you place them. Right, and that means they're mining the higher quality. Okay, that makes sense. So excited to make a legendary fish. Maybe that's what I'll do at some point. That's the hack. Ah. I mean, the whole thing's kind of hacky, isn't it? I mean, the real dream is that when you finish this, they're like, I liked the mod better than the original, like than what Woob did. That's the dream. I don't know, the mod was better. And then we would be like, clearly Soulburn's better than us, we should hire him. And now Soulburn works for Woob. That's the plan. Doesn't even matter if that's not his goal, that's my goal now. Soulburn's like, I don't want to. Can't pay enough, doesn't matter, you're there now. They just come in the middle of the night, Veldak just bursts down your door. She screams it's Veldak time, and that's how you know you've been recruited. That's how most people get recruited in anything in Czech. Veldak bursts down their door and shouts it's Veldak time. Do 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 do! It's Veldak time! And then there's like, you just feel the butt of a rifle. You know what I mean? Okay, sorry, I had a moment there where I couldn't remember the What the Shirt tune. I remembered it now, but for a moment I was like, holy shit, what is the What the Shirt tune? I'm doing it for over a year and I'd just forgotten. Yep, no, I've said it in my head a couple of times now, I'm happy. Oh, that was scary though. 1.1 G. That's a lot of G's. Well, that's one. I guess that's only 1 G. I wish we referred to money in like standard units. Like, I guess they do for thousands, because thousands they still use K. And then millions, I guess they use M. But then when you get to billions, they don't use G. Unless they do. G money. Maybe G money is billions of money. Oh shit. You know what? I didn't think about that. G money is billions of money. Why he's called that? I don't know anything about G money, so if I'm wrong, just let me be happy for a change. If you have my happiness, please. Okay. Let's go this way. Either way, like, why do we not... Oh! It's like a 4-patch thing of copper. 9.6 million copper. That's really funny. Makes me pretty happy. Oh, just a casual 9.6 million copper in the middle of the ocean, don't mind me. I wish coal miners were a thing in more Factorio stuff. Like, I love coal miners. They're cool. Energy weapon damage is 65%. That's something. I think if we get energy damage to, like, if they get this one research, I think we're going to do another level of productivity mining. I think it might be the best idea. So, real life talk for a second. We hired some, a while back, we hired a landscaper to do like our lawns and like cut a hedge and stuff like that because I don't like doing that stuff. And so we hired someone to do it. We got a guy in and he came by once and did a fantastic job. We were really happy with him. He said, okay, cool. Next month, can you come by again? He's like, yeah, awesome. And then he didn't come by. So we're like, well, okay. So we called him up and he's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'll be there. Like, I'll rearrange my schedule and I'll be there when I can. It's like, awesome. No worries, mate. That's fine. And then 2 weeks later, it's like, so, how's that schedule looking out, buddy? And he doesn't respond. And I'm like, okay, we'll give him one more go. So I'm like, hey, are you coming to do our lawns again? And he's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay then. That's fine. Thanks. So then we found another local guy, like another small business, and contacted them. Hey, look, can you do our lawns and a couple of other like groundskeeping works? And they say, yep. And of course, you know, we pay them. Obviously, it's not like we're not paying them. And we, you know, they come by. They do a okay job. That's all right. They'll come back in 4 weeks. You know, now I don't have to worry about it. 4 weeks come by. I'm like, they should be showing up around this week. They don't show up. So it's now been 5 weeks. I'm like, okay. I contact them like, hey, you guys coming around to mow the lawns again? And they're like, oh, yep, we'll be there tomorrow. I'm like, sweet. See you then. They don't show up again. And I'm like, all right, well, that sucks. I wait a couple of days. Maybe they got scared off by the rain. You know, I understand. If you're doing landscaping, rain's very scary. You know, water outside, it's more likely than you may think. Contact them again, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll be there tomorrow. They say that on Saturday. I'm like, are they coming by on Sunday? Sure. Like, me and Panda are like highly skeptical. Like, no one comes by on a Sunday. And sure enough, they don't show up. We're like, okay, screw this. We're done hiring the like small local guys. We're going to hire like this big franchised company, which, you know, has people all around the country. We're just going to hire these guys. We're like, hey, you know, will you do it? And they're like 20 minutes after I email them, a guy calls up. It's like, yeah, we'll come around to give you a quote today. I'm like, sweet, that's quick. Comes by, gives the quote, and he's like, I could do it now if you want. And we're like, yes, of course. It's like, okay, cool. And it's just like, sometimes you want to support local, but local just doesn't want to support you. That's really the whole point of the story, is like, you really want to support a local guy, but the local guy just doesn't show up or do a very good job, and you get like an actual professional and they do an amazing job and they charge about the same price. You're like, well, why did we not go with a professional to begin with? Hey Veldak, how you doing? Look, when you go into Solburn's house to recruit him for Woob, just be a little gentle with that rifle, okay? You gotta protect the moneymaker. Which is probably his fingers, and well, his brain actually. His brain's in his face. Fingers in his brain, so protect the moneymaker. The glory of the Czech economy. So you can write more checks. I bet that joke is so dull. Like, so done. You know, like that part where like someone makes a joke that you've heard like a million times. If you work in retail, you know the joke. It's just like, oh, it must be free. It has no price on it. Oh, it's not scanning. It must be free. Oh, I didn't see a price tag on it. Is it free? And the first time I was like, no. About the 20th time you hear it, you're like, no. And they're like, oh, wow, what's your problem? Why aren't you laughing at my great joke? And you're just like, because I kind of wish you were dead, quite frankly. And then you get, then the manager just like looks across at you and he's like, Steve, my office? Like, what? It's like, I know you wish the customers were dead. We all wish the customers were dead. Hell, the customers wish they were dead. But you can't tell them that. I'm like, I thought we would be honest. He's like, that has never been the rule of sales. The rule of sales has never been, please be honest to our customers. And, you know, I feel like the writing a check joke is that joke for all of Czech Republic. Or, what is the actual name? It's like Chia seed pudding? I don't know. That last bit was probably offensive. But yeah, it's just like, I feel like there's just the standard jokes in every industry where someone thinks they're so clever and you just go, ah. Which is the universal, I really don't care for this shit. Ah. I know that I have to laugh at your joke because you are a customer, but man, I hate you. Generally, when I was working in retail, I didn't hate too many people, so that was nice. Generally, the only people I hated were my colleagues. That's not true. Most of my colleagues were cool. A couple of them were jerks. Honestly, one of the ones who was a jerk was actually also pretty cool. And that was me. I was a cool jerk. I've always described myself as a cool jerk. Alright, how are we doing? We are at 61.8%. Ooh, almost 62. Percentage grows ever higher. You only talk to people who talk to you Okay, let's read that again. Hey, only people who talk to me when I don't want to talk to them. I mean, that's most people, honestly. And when I want to talk to them, they probably don't want to talk to me because I get a lot of reactions. Which is why I like streaming. You guys are here because you choose to be here. I make a bad joke that makes you angry, you just leave. Watch as the numbers go to 1. Okay. I understand. You know, like that really sad, like, friggin' face. Okay. We've still got plenty of repair packs, so that's good. Uh... I don't know if we get to 70% today. If we get to 70% today, I'd be very happy, but I just don't see that happening. 65 is obviously happening. 68, plausible. The energy weapon research is going up again. That's exciting. %66 energy weapons. Yay. That's probably less relevant now that we don't just stop and build for ages. Are we doing fireworks again? Are you serious? I hate fireworks time. It's the worst. And then I guess we've got Diwali coming up, which is going to be more fireworks. You know what? I'm just not as angry at Diwali. Because generally, people who are celebrating Diwali aren't quite as rude. Like, they're not going to go all hours of the night, because it generally is a family thing, as opposed to like a bunch of teenagers. A bunch of teenagers are the problem. Teenagers are always the problem. No, now that I'm an old man, I recognize teenagers are always the problem. You watched Colonel Will yesterday playing Soulburn's mod. Yeah, Soulburn was telling me about that. Look at him being famous. Famous mod creator Soulburn. I mean, am I not wrong? Back when I used to play Overwatch, my favorite voice line was Soldiers. Damn kids, get off my lawn. You want both of those Soulburn or just one of them? I'm happily do both. I just want to know if you want both. Did I start? Jeez, okay, sorry. You started. I mean, no. Bunch of teenagers are the problem. Teenagers are always the problem. Yeah, true. I mean, I can't dispute that. Wait, how much iron on that island? 81 million. Which is really a huge amount. The biggest problem with that would be to, oh, we're going to go to a rare quality stream. The real problem with that iron island is while it would last forever, the amount of throughput would be dismal. You would just need a lot of speed modules for that. Like extra speed modules. I mean, at that point you should be beaconing everything though, right? I was thinking about the beaconing situation in C block, because that's... beaconing is coming. At least once I get power sorted out. Vintage? The beaconing. Percentage, I think I just did one, but we'll do another one because you've asked. 62.2%. What did we start at today? E8. Okay. I thought we were close, further along than that. That's only 4%. Yeah, okay. Enjoy your commute to work. I was going to say walk to work, but I don't actually know how you get to work. Don't miss the nice percentage. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. I mean, I missed 50%. Maybe 70% is possible today. As long as the frames don't start dipping too much. Uh-oh. And as long as we don't die right here. That could put us back like 5 minutes. Or even 10 if it autosaves at the wrong time. Okay, we need to repair very soon. Oh gosh. Oh, we are low. We're okay. Okay, get some repairs done. I mean, that was low. We got pretty low there. We got what the shirt. All right. I did it. What the shirt. All right. Today's what the shirt. We're looking at the cat plot, and it's the plot of cat versus cat. So you've always got to acknowledge this because that is probably the most cat. That is the least cat. That's high in cat but low in cat. So was that one, and that's just the middle cat. It's fine. So you may be wondering, why am I doing this run today if I do this run when I don't go to work. Sorry, when I go to the office. I did go to the excuse me? What just happened there? I did go to the office today. Shoot, I think I just really broke things up. That's what happened. I don't remember how I set this up. Probably had like 2 of these. Probably like a lot of lasers. That's probably fine. Yeah, so you might be wondering, like, hang on. Didn't he, if he went to work, why is he wearing a cat shirt? Because I didn't have a polo shirt. And so I wore a jersey, and wore the cat shirt under it and make sure no one noticed. I don't know why I say make sure no one noticed. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. No one pointed it out except for when I got home. Panda immediately went, "You're not wearing a collared shirt today." I was like, "Damn!" Just immediately, no welcome home. Just you're not wearing a collared shirt today. It's not actually what happened, but it's a bit of a story. I always like just these large bits where there's just nothing to fight. Nothing to fear, no one to fight. I can't believe we've come so far. Alright. Here we are in the future, here we are. Alright, that gets me out of there. I feel like not going to the office this week at all. Can you just choose to do that? Can you just go, I'm not going into the office? Is there any benefit for you to go into the office, Veldak? That's probably the real question. Because there's no benefit, then why bother? I feel like the main reason I go into the office is because I have to. Like, they sort of say you've got to be in the office a certain number of days a week. And I'm like, sure. I need to be seen by managers. I mean, is anyone questioning the work you put out? And I assume people can contact you. Like, if they need to contact you, they're like, Mr. Veldak, sir, I wish to inquire about the most complicated thing that only you can solve. Go to the office on a need-to basis. Kind of funny how COVID changed that. I mean, maybe your office was always a bit like that, but COVID really changed that. Like before, it was like a big deal if you were like, "Can I work from home?" You had to ask them your like leader, and your leader would be like, "Okay, sure, you can work from home one day." And then COVID happened. It's like, oh, it turns out we don't actually need to go to the office as much as we thought. And that was kind of interesting. Admittedly, I think our technology improved greatly when, we were told, yeah, no one can go to the office for like months. I think they were like, wow, it's time to improve that technology finally. Most of your co-workers are abroad anyway. You don't need to sit in the office, have calls over Teams. That's true. Probably the only good thing that happened in COVID, just not having to go to the office as much. Try to go once a week for half a day, but you fail half the time. Fail in going, or you stay there the whole day? No, I already know the answer. You don't even go, do you? Oh wait, I need my goggles. I got my goggles. Fail in going there. Fair enough. I mean, it was good when I lived in the city and then worked in the city. That way I just sort of could make it to work in like 15 minutes. That was pretty good. I liked that. But then I moved, and then it's miles away. And then ironically, it's further to walk once I get off the train. Could be present if you have some workshop. That's true. By the way, did your office ever get fixed with the like bird killing potential? Or is your office still killing like 18 birds per day? If I remember rightly, your office was like rated as like one of the biggest causes of bird death in the country. It was only temporary. How did they fix the bird deaths? Killed all the stupid ones by building. They made the windows less shiny. They did a course for the birds, letting them know what not to fly into. And the only thing on the course was this building. But their competitor's building was the one that they are allowed to fly into. The competitors are basically constantly being hounded by birds. Thud, 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 smash as like a giant bird goes through. A new building and no one knew the migration corridor for birds. Coincidentally, local birds started flocking. Oh. So wait, it just sort of solved itself? Extra birds already know the obstacles there. Oh my god, with the birds on autopilot? Like, have you ever played Outer Wilds and you put the ship on autopilot to a planet, but you didn't notice the sun was in the way? I love it when that happens. It is my most favorite death in Outer Wilds, just the one where, like, you just realize you're going to fly straight into the sun and you try to fix it, and the whole screen goes white and you're just like, damn it! It's so funny every time. Maybe not every time. It's certainly a bit funny though. Landlord had added some ultrasonic scare things and ultraviolet stickers on glass. Oh, okay, so they did also do some stuff to prevent quite so many murders. Also, you got a scarecrow of a very big cat. Big cat goes meow when there's a bird near it. as cats are wont to do. Okay, we've got some stone. We're going to take that. We're just going to charge the batteries just a little bit. Oh, god damn it. More fireworks. Damn kids. Get off my really mowed lawn. Alright. Here's that my spiders are being attacked presently. This wall wasn't there last time. This, let's hit it anyway. Might be soft enough. Exactly. That's true. How will you know if the wall is too hard unless you ram it with your face? That's how I solve most of my problems in life. Just keep ramming your problems with your face and eventually you'll learn something. My teachers always said I was a slow learner, and I proved them right. Hey, Dave. The air outside smells like manure. Not sure if a farm recently fertilized or if the leaves rotting. I don't think leaves rotting smells like manure, but it really just depends what sort of leaves you got. I mean, maybe you got one of those ginkgo trees around. Those are pretty bad. We had a ginkgo tree outside one of my old apartments, and law enforcement came by thinking that someone was pooping around the place. And they're like, nah, it's just the tree, mate. They're like, that's a pretty bad stink for a tree. And it's like, yeah, it is. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give it its proper reactor. I mean, if you drive 30 minutes away, there are farms. Could be something upwind of the entire city. Could be. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, getting the stone is always good. I think these things are about to turn off though. Yeah, when you look at it like that, it looks really bad. You look like that, it's like, it's fine, it'll last forever. As long as you ignore those numbers going down rapidly, you'll be okay. How's the little Cthulhu? He's sleeping in a sunken city. Hopefully. He better be sleeping in a sunken city. Zero. I love as that line gets steeper. But then eventually everything turns off. Yeah, he's doing well. He's had an alright day. Sadly, I didn't get to see him much today because I was working. But doing okay. And could you imagine if I wonder if I would have gotten away with that. Like, I know there's rules on what you can and cannot name a child in New Zealand. I wonder if I could have got away with like a Cthulhu variant. That would have been neat. Panda, of course, would have never allowed it, and nor should she have. But I'm just saying, it would have been neat. Hey there, Cthulhu, sleeping in your sunken city. Oh, it's what you'll do to me, and all humanity. Oh, you'll rise up from the sea, kill everyone, except the ones like me. You don't really get full night for very long. I guess like going from dusk to like complete nightfall stuff. One of my friend's kids just got his tonsils and an adectomy. Adnectomy? I don't think I ever got my tonsils removed. Mine were cool. I had cool tonsils. Tonsil adenoids removed. See, yeah, Halloween looks awesome in America, like North America. Halloween in New Zealand just kind of sucks. And I wish we had cool North American Halloween, but we don't. We get nothing. Good day. Some people get really angry at like kids going trick or treating. They're like, "We're not America. You shouldn't be doing that here." And it's like, dude, they're kids. Let them have some fun. What does your Halloween look like? Just a regular day. Some kids do go trick or treating, but it's very rare. Everything I've seen of like America Halloween, it's like all the kids in the neighborhood are going around. Nah, you go to a lot of houses in New Zealand and they'll just slam the door in your face. Me and my sister, we went trick or treating when we were little, and most people had no idea what the hell we were doing there. Arthur, the demons are here. Not a demon, I'm a vampire. The demons have returned, Martha. Get the Bible. Read them verses. Do you get any trick-or-treaters? We got 0 last year and 0 this year. Absolutely 0. And there was some around the place, I understand, but just not a thing that happens in New Zealand. You know. Just not. I mean, you also got to remember, like, one of the things about Halloween is the season, right? Well, it's like Christmas in a sense, which I'm going to explain. Halloween is a very autumn holiday, right? It's orange and black are sort of the colors because the trees are orange and the souls are black. But you know, it's like it's spring. It's spring in New Zealand. Everything's green. You know, it's not cold. It's the days are getting warmer. The days are getting longer. It's the complete opposite of what Halloween should be. In the same way that Christmas is like in summer. You know, so it's like you hear all these like, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. And it's like, bro, it's going to be sunny or raining, but not white. If we're dreaming of a white Christmas, we're dreaming of a global apocalypse. And that just doesn't sound quite as nice. I'm dreaming of a global apocalypse like the ones my prepper father told me of. Where the radiation glistens and the people blister. That's radiation poisoning for you all. Anyway, my point is, I'm not dreaming of a nuclear Christmas. For multiple reasons. One is it sounds scary. And I don't want a scary Christmas. Dream of nuclear ash. I mean, yeah. Let's be honest, we all saw it coming. You bought candy just to have it in case you got some... Oh, trick-or-treaters? Yeah, we bought like a bag of like chocolate frogs. Like Freddos, if you know what I'm talking about. They're just like Cadbury chocolate shaped like a frog doing a cool sport, like fishing or being a pirate. Apparently that's a sport, by the way. It's no longer dad, dad, dad. It's scream, scream, scream if you hold her. Wait, if you hold her, not unless you hold her? Oh, let it go. Dad, 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 dad. I want to be held. Let me held. Ah! Screams! You can't win, can you? Oh, the time for wanting your interest is long over. You had your chance. Being a pirate is a sport, apparently. I mean, sometimes the frog's holding like a rugby ball, and being holding a rugby ball is a sport. Kicking a football, that's a sport. Then he's a pirate, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Sometimes privateering is its own reward. You know, some people think being a pirate is just about killing and maiming. No, it's also about getting money. Although I think privateers are more about just really disrupting trade routes rather than collecting money. I don't know though. Maybe I've never really looked up what privateers got as a reward. 63.4. Okay. Dar har fiddle-dee-dee, being a pirate is alright to be. Do what you want 'cause the pirate is free. You are a pirate. Friggin' good song. Friggin' amazing song. Really, being a pirate just seems like one of those sports like decathlon or maybe biathlon. Biathlon's the one with skiing and then shooting, if I remember rightly, as Finland was preparing for war against Russia, which is a wonderful reason to have a Olympic sport. Preparing for war with Russia. And then everyone's like, you know what, we weren't preparing for war with Russia, but that looks hickin' cool, so go on. Like, it's kind of badass, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be Russia. You can go to war with any superpower. I don't know. I guess it's got to be travel and then shoot. Shooting is important. Um, you know, the American version of that, I guess, would be drive like a 4x4 truck and then just get out and just, I don't know, shoot targets. Always shoot targets. We're not shooting people. I don't know why. I just feel like Americans are just going to be driving a 4x4 a lot. I don't know if that's like I feel like that's just a stereotype. Oh, I hate 4x4s on the road. They're too big. They shouldn't be there. Get off the road. You're too big. You don't, and those people don't seem to care. Someone here like drives a 4x4 and is like, wow, see if you're an asshole. And it's like, yes. I could have told you that. No murder? Ah, I think murder Seif is away. I gave up murder, remember? I've got a like 10-step process to giving up murder. Step 1 is stop murdering. Step 2 is not even when you're mad. Step 3 is not even when you're hungry. And then, you know, you go from your 10-step process. I went to Murders Anonymous, which is interesting because the police are there, and you just go, "Hi, I'm Seif," and everyone goes, "Hi, Seif. Do you have anything to declare?" You look at like the constable. The constable's like, "Hmm." And you go, "No." The constable just gets visibly like, "Aw, you got a new firearm recently." Gosh, why? Why the? Wait, hang on. Stop. Hold up. Wait a minute. That implies you had one before. How many guns do you own, Dave? I went to the range for the first time in years, and the targets you can buy changed. Like while you were there. Instead of black silhouettes, they changed it to green. You know what? I can see the logic on that one. Not really the traditional color of a silhouette, but at the same time, I understand. Heck, you have 2 guns. To be fair though, heck, you're in Australia. Everything is out to get you there. You have more than 5, less than 20. Oh, yeah. I have more than -20, less than 1. Flicks his arms. God damn it. You know what? I should have seen that. I should have seen that. Australians aren't allowed a lot of guns unless they're hunters or like farmers or something. And you just got your 2 guns. Oh, we're gonna raise the quality of stream again. We are at Epic now. Thank you very much. Boy's got 2 guns. Wow. Snacks, I got no snacks. It do be like that. I wonder if, like, with the occasional reloads, if we're actually going to have enough landfill to do this. What I might do the next time I get stone is I might start putting them in the spiders. I don't need to get stone right now. Like, I see there is a stone patch there, but my batteries are still relatively full, so I'm not really in a desire to stop right now because this is bat country. You know, I always make that joke, but I've never actually seen the movie that came from. Bat Country for Old Men. I've never seen that movie either. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. No, I have not seen that. Wait. That's not the movie that's from, right? I'm pretty sure it was a Batman movie. Bullshit. Really? No, I'm sure that was from a Batman movie. Can't Stop Here, this Bat Country is from Fear and Loathing in LA. Why is Batman in Las Vegas? Isn't Bat Country like Gotham? Speaking of which, do you remember like when the original Xbox came out, there was Project Gotham Racing? I was really confused. They had nothing to do with Batman. Like, how was that not a Batman game? Sounds like a Batman game.
We can't stop here.
Uh, wait, it's actually Bat Country? Oh. Ah. I always thought it was like 2 thugs in a car, like at night, saying that. They're on drugs. So it's not Bat Country. Really? Holy crap, I've been living my whole life not seeing that Batman movie, when it turns out I haven't seen a different movie. So many movies that I just haven't seen. I feel like it was one of those moments where someone's like, Seif's got to be joking, right? And Seif is not joking. You can watch movies, you know, there's nothing stopping you. There's a lot of things stopping me from watching movies, actually. I mean, one is I have to work and I have to, like, stream. I mean, I don't have to stream. And then I have to play video games. I can't play video games and watch a movie at the same time. That's just uncouth. Not respecting the video game. You're not saying I'm going to be disrespectful towards a video game, are you? Also, just generally, I'm not that interested in watching movies. Generally. So I don't really make time for it. I mean, even if I want to watch a movie, it's just really hard to make time to watch it because I just don't. Raise quality of the stream? Okay, the stream is now legendary quality. This is now a legendary stream. Thank you, everyone. The quality does not go higher than that, so any redemptions of quality at this point, I don't know. You won't watch your movies, but you spend 20 plus hours watching a series. Not really, not often. I mean, I don't know what series you think I'm watching, but not really. I watched like 3 episodes of a series. Of course, it's legendary. Eternal Top Cat is here. Of course, we wouldn't have it any other way from the Eternal Top Cat. The only Eternal Top Cat. So far. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you!
Weston, thank you so much for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And of course, that means one good meow. So, meow. Thank you so much. It's always important you gotta do the cat thing. You gotta meow, meow, meow. So, now that I'm being a cat for a second, good. A lot of weird sentences. What's my body count? Good question. See if I can find out. I don't know, like lots. Please let there be another Eternal Top Cat. It's so lonely in the Eternal Top Cat channel. It really is. The Eternal Top Cat channel is rough. It is so rough. Yeah, so I guess it's about 300,000. Maybe give or take some. I mean, do we count worms or just biters? It's bitters. Is that a... she doesn't play Factorio, so 0, I suppose. Hold on, is that a legendary Seif on webcam? It is, it is. You know how many Seifers have been ground up to make this legendary Seif? I don't, but Soulburn probably does. Only the finest, highest quality Seifs in this channel. Exactly. Exactly. You know, I don't know how you make a Seif. I don't know what the recipe is, but I feel like it's done in a reactor. I feel like I'd be made in a reactor. Why? Just because, like, I feel like if you put a Geiger counter towards me, I would click insanely. Alright, cool. We've had enough of you. I think we've had some fun. But I think we're done. Thank you very much for playing. Um... Oh man, you get two like joke answers. Clearly, you're not I'm not going to answer any of these questions. I don't know why you thought this was going to happen the way you thought it would. Oh my god, people. It puts the quality on its or else it gets the recycler again. Exactly. It deserves the recycler. T-Hacks, welcome. I see you've got some good spiders. Nice. May they join the spider army. How's your space exploration going these days, T-Hacks? I come by for a little bit every now and then just to see how it's going. More entertaining than that guy? Look, that guy, yeah. they're both irritating for different ways. Spider Boy came to watch the Spider Army. Hell yeah. Yeah, those sorts of people are both annoying for different reasons. Because the first one was like, okay, I see what you're saying. You're asking a very crass thing that has none of, like, literally none of your business, but I'm going to answer in a funny way because tee hee ha ha. We make funny joke now. Okay, you're going to continue this. Okay, we're going to go with another hee hee ha ha funny joke time. If you have not realized by two hee hee ha ha funny joke time I'm ignoring a question, maybe I don't want you around. Is that rude? Don't care. It was more entertaining the one guy who came in demanding I buy him a game, or I was racist. That's true. Um, that was more like, I would love to know if that trick worked anywhere, but also like, buy me a game. You see, Kick, it doesn't work for you because you spend enough time around here. You like free games. You know what? I also like free games. Um, Three strikes, ignore your bonk. It's kind of, I mean, how many bonks have I had? Was his question. One right now. Boink! Boink! Uh, you spend enough time where you don't need to ask for free games. Yeah. I mean, look, let's be honest. Okay, look, you want a free game? I will give you a free game. Question is, do you want League of Legends or do you want Magic Arena? Those are the two free games I'm offering you right now. Okay? I hope you enjoy one of them. At this point, you stream for free games. Yeah, I suppose there's a bunch of things I could probably do that. Ooh, give them Team Fortress 2 for the free. That's good. That game used to cost money. Talk about a monkey's paw. Yeah, actually, you're right. That's wow. Boy, did I choose two games that could really ruin a man. Um, Hat Fortress. I used to play so much Team Fortress. I wonder if Team Fortress is still like in my near my top played lists. Have a look. This is just really intriguing me now. Ba, 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 ba. What is my most played lists? Okay. This is so not important right now, but I'm just intrigued. Okay, so number one played game. This should not surprise anyone. Factorio with 2,597 hours played. I understand that's rookie numbers. Second is Crusader Kings 2 with 500.4 hours played. Just got over that 500 mark. Then is Tabletop Simulator with 364 hours played, mostly probably because of playing like a weekly D&D game on it. Then Team Fortress, 335 hours played, last played 8 years ago. And then Oxygen Not Included with 314. That's actually surprising. 314 hours for Oxygen Not Included is impressive. I didn't know I'd played that much of it. I used to play, I felt like I played Team Fortress for, sorry, yeah, I felt like I played Team Fortress for a lot longer than I guess I had. I used to log on every night and just play with like a couple of friends. Like, I had two friends that were like going out, then they were engaged, and then they were married, and I would play with them most nights, and it was good fun. You know, we just play Pyro and just do dumb shit, and it was good fun. 2,500 for Factorio is impressive. It is, but there's some provisions there. So when I started streaming, I had like, okay, so I played the game for about 40, 50 hours, and then I stopped. Then it's like, because I finished the game, maybe I played it for 100 hours, I don't know, but then I stopped. Then I started playing C Block. That was 500 plus hours right there. And then it sort of didn't grow for a longest time. And then I started streaming. Most of my hours in Factorio is streaming it. Which, I mean, I pretty much stream, I'm not going to say exclusively, but Factorio has always been like my number one streaming content, and I enjoy it. You know? I was always thinking I'd get bored of Factorio at some point, and I just haven't. I mean, it doesn't help that well, it doesn't hurt rather, that I'm always either playing a heavily modded game or playing it in a way that's stupid. This one's one of the stupid ones. Things that did not need to be said. But yeah. I really want to get back into Magic, but then like the problem is I generally, if I'm not streaming, even if I am streaming, I need to play games that I can just walk away from for like 10, 15 minutes in the middle, in case like I need to go help Panda with Lil K. And Magic is just like not that game. Warcow. This match takes definitely too long. Oh god, yes. I mean, yeah, it does take too long. I agree. I would have quit this if I don't know, had respect for myself. Warhorn Battle Cow. Warhorn Battle Cow should be the name of my next D&D character. They should be a dragonborn for some reason. I'm almost at nice. Oh, am I at nice? How close am I? 65. I believe it's pronounced Nice. But yeah, no, this march is ridiculous. But after I'm done, then it's one of those things that I can set, like people go, oh, what's the weirdest thing you've done in Factorio? March to the edge of the map and a bunch of spiders. And then launched a rocket. And it'll be like, why? Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. But the important thing is that I did it. You know, nobody asked for this, but Seif did it anyway. What did people actually ask for? I don't know. Just a better entertaining stream. Can't do that for you. We're going east. East. Ah, it's weird pointing the wrong direction. I forget about the mirroring. Going east. Point west. You asked for free games. Dude, I gave you 2. What, do you want another one? Wait, what's the thing about looking for April? What did I miss there? March takes too long. Person looking forward to April. God damn it, that's terrible. East? I thought you said west. That's west. What sort of compass you reading, boy? Not a good one. But it's got the full names of things, so that's kind of cool. Oh no. Hey, are you messaging me? So I mentioned the girl at work that was afraid of the spider. I told her just look at it and kill it with the spray. She messaged me saying like having like the Liam, I don't know who it is, but Liam Neeson, but it just says like, I will find you and I will kill you. Apparently just used a lot of fly spray to kill it. And yep, that's fun. Hope she killed it because she was very scared about it. She stayed at work longer, hoping that someone else would deal with the spider before she came home. Which is very funny and very, I don't know. I thought it was funny. Liam Neeson has a particular set of skills. Is it juggle cooking? Juggle cooking is a very particular skill. Sometimes we gotta do some juggle cooking. Speaking of which, I watched a decently long video of someone analyzing types of juggling in animation, and that was an insane video. Like, here's all the types of juggling they do, and here's where juggling is wrong in animation. I was like, Sometimes YouTube does those sorts of things, and I'm just so happy when I just come across, like, I'm in the middle of watching a 5, maybe 6 hour video on the history of EVE Online. That's incredible. Like, I remember being there for like a small fraction of it. Bacon was badass. Haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it. Move east. There must be some kind of civilization. Thief is the target audience of Defunct Land. Is that the one where they talk about the theme parks that are gone? If so, yes. Love that. Eve is one of those games you love to hear about and read, but you never play yourself. I played it for about a year. And fireworks are going off. I played it for about a year, and I didn't entirely hate my time there. It was fun. And then there'd be just times where I just sort of dicked about for a long time. I never really did much never really did much. That's the thing. It really just felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again. And then occasionally I'd get a new ship that I'd like kit it up, and I'd be all excited about it, and then I'd be like, this ship is worse than my last one because I haven't got my skills high enough. And then I guess I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going to stop playing this ship and go back to my old favorite. And that was sad. Because, you know, it's kind of neat. One thing I do like about Eve, I love it and kind of hate it for the same thing, which is like the skills, the way they do their leveling systems. Which is, when you play that game, if you don't know, when you play Eve, you get skills based on not how much you play, but how long you spend existing. Not even in the game. So for instance, if you want to train level 1 skill of, I don't know, guns, it'll take 10 minutes. Sweet. You can use guns now. You want level 2 guns? Oh, that's going to take like 4 hours. Okay, that's fine. You want level 3 guns? And these are like slight improvements. You want level 3 guns? Ah, that's going to take you like a couple of days. Level 4 guns, that's going to take you like a week and a half. Level 5 guns, about a month. And so while you're leveling that skill, you can't level any other skills. And it's kind of neat because there's a lot of side grades and like things you can do, but it's just like, it's not like you can just go, oh man, I want to play this game a lot so I get like, you know, a strong character. No, you'll just never be as strong as those characters who started like playing a year ago because they've just got more skill points because they've had more things to tick up. That's just how game works. I assume it still works that way. I remember I used to play in a corporation with my father. My father will hear of this. Anyway, yeah, I played the corporation with my father. Like he played after I started playing, and he kept playing for like years afterwards. But I joined this group, and they were just like, they were renting a station in the middle of this space that was owned by a Russian megacorp. And to make the deal of how much it would cost, they needed someone who could converse to them in Russian to make the deal. Or they needed to find one of the members who had the authority to make deals who spoke adequate English. And so it was just kind of like two people just speaking broken English and Russian at each other to make a deal of how much they were paying per month to the station. And like what they were getting in return, like they were getting protection, and it's just like, yeah, they were paying Russians for protection. That's Eve. Ugh. It was fun though. I don't think I'd ever go back to it. I rephrase that. I would never go back to it. A friend tried to convince me to go back to Eve once. And I was like, yeah, all right. I look, you know what? It's been a while. I can go play Eve. So I logged online and I looked around. I looked at the interfaces, and I just like we were all in chat together, and I was the first one to download it. Oh, he was the first one to download, and he was just doing the tutorial stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I could do Eve. And I was like looking at the interfaces and stuff, and then it's just the voice just chat was me just going, no, 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 and I uninstalled the game, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. And they're like, that is a very strong reaction. I'm like, yep, I just remember what this game is, and I do not want to do this to myself again. Like, they always joke that Eve is like a spreadsheet simulator. It is, but only if you want to like try something. If you don't want to try, it's not a spreadsheet simulator. Sometimes, sometimes you play a game and you want to try just a bit. Friend of yours tried playing Factorio. Okay. He said it feels like work. I mean, what's his job? He doesn't enjoy doing work. See, when I played Papers, Please, I thought that game felt like work. Kick, you want to cry? You're currently playing Ark. I mean, you can not play Ark. That is an option for you. He's a programmer. Is Factorio anything like programming, though? Really? Papers, Please is a work simulator. Yeah, and it reminded me of my job, and I did really, like, at the time, who's going to catch all the dinos? Valid point. At that time, like, job was get a folder, check the files, make sure everything was correct, and then do my part, and then send it off to the next person. That was my job at that time, right? And so then Papers, Please comes out, and it's like, Lordy-Thor-Stotska. And then you're like, okay, check the passport, check this, next, check this, check that, check this, next, check, I don't care, check this, I don't care, check this, check that, check this, detain the woman, check this, check, like, I wasn't allowed to detain people in my job, so where was my detain person button? Real life, I wanted it. The managers said I wasn't allowed to have a detain person button. If I was going to detain someone, I had to do it myself, and I was like, ugh, come on, man. I don't want to detain someone. I want to, like, watch some jackbooted thug do it. Fine. I can never be allowed to hold a position of power ever. Why? I was doing a good job. Citizen's arrest. Citizen's arrest is so, like... There's so many conditions for citizen's arrest. Like, if someone's stealing from you and you trap them in your basement and then call the police are like, hey, you've falsely imprisoned a man, you have to let them go. And you're like, well, will you arrest them? And the police are like, yeah, no, you're in bigger trouble than he is right now. It's like, but he was stealing from me, and you imprisoned a man in your basement. Also, hi, Zoe. And so the police do not appreciate it when you imprison people in the basement. They're like, hey, he's muscling in our territory. Hey, only we get to imprison people in our basements. I think a citizen's arrest is only allowed when actual, like, harm is... I mean, I wasn't even hitting them with that heavy an object. I think you're only allowed citizen's arrest when actually people are in danger of coming to harm, and there's no other way to stop them. Like, it's very shaky territory. But if you sort of, like, tie them up and say, okay, I'm calling the police, and then you call the police, and the police arrive in, like, 5 minutes, police are like, yeah, man, you ain't the police. You don't get to do that. Like, I'm not even joking. That is actually what the police will say. The police will just be like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed you're trying to take my job. God, give it a race with the fireworks people, please. The fireworks people. Holy shit. Did anyone ever play the game Splosion Man? I guess he was a fireworks person. I mean, he was a man who was Splosions. And then they made Miss Splosion Man, which I think is the only one you can find these days. I don't think Splosion Man is available anywhere. Missplosion Man, I know is. It was a 2D platformer where you are a man who is explosions and you've escaped from a lab and there are scientists, and the scientists, if you explode near them, they become meat. And you jump by exploding. I'm not making any of this up. This is all actually stuff that happens in the game. But could he beat Goku? No, absolutely not. Why would he be able to beat Goku? Reminds you of Warp. I don't know Warp. No, I'm pretty sure Explosion Man in no way in hit could ever beat Goku. What's the strangest 2D platform you've ever heard of? Yeah, it's not. It was kind of like, I had a few bits that were like precision, and it had like a fun sort of co-op mode as well, where if you exploded into each other at the same time, you'd recharge your any explosions, so you could explode again. So you could jump towards each other, explode, then hit the wall, explode, then come back to each other and explode again. And the important thing is, because it's not Explosion Man, it's not Explosion Man, it's Explosion Man. So you're not exploding, you're sploding. Which, honestly, now that I've said it aloud, sounds kind of kinky. That sigh was because I realized what I said. But you know what they say. Just is. Is what it is. I'm a little concerned about the stone levels. Got 4.1 thousand landfill left. Hopefully it's enough. But yeah, Splosion Man, it was an interesting game. As I said, I could not tell you if Missplosion Man was good, because I never played it. Missplosion Man is, of course, Explosion Man with a bow. And pink. Because of course she is. I'm legit surprised I finished it though, because that's not the sort of game that I would usually finish, but I'm actually, I'm surprised I even bought it. Now that I really think about it. I'm not really a platformer kind of guy. Like I'll play a Mario, like a 3D Mario, but that's about it. I'm not really one for 2D platformers. But I feel like when I was growing up, I feel like 2D platformers was like what I played 90% of the time, because there was a lot of them. And I feel like, I mean, I guess it was the genre, right? I just feel like 2D platformers are just kind of meh. I feel like it's a genre that really needs to be revitalized, but I don't know how I'd do it. Then again, I'm not a game dev, so I don't need to. Someone else do it. You were big into stealth bastards for a while. Hell is stealth bastards? Hang on, sorry. Is this on Steam? Stealth bastard, okay. Oh, it's like a 2D stealth game. Okay. From 2012. Oof. It runs a little like Super Meat Boy. Okay, and then you lost me. Super Meat Boy hurt my fingers. It hurt my fingies. I mean, I acknowledge the fact that Super Meat Boy was a good game. I just... Oof. The problem was, when I played Super Meat Boy, it'd be like, you know those secret levels? I'd see a secret level somewhere, I'd be like, well, I have to get that before I proceed, don't I? And so I would basically be trying to do like the hard stuff that I really, let's be honest, am not good enough to do. Um, but it was like, you're showing me this thing that I can collect. I want to collect it. I had a similar problem with Celeste for a while when I was playing that, and then I realized, you know what? I don't need all the strawberries. If the strawberries are fun, get the strawberries. But if the strawberries aren't fun, don't get the strawbs. Something else with your time. Celeste is a game I really want to go back to. I really want to finish that last world. You see a C, now you want to see a cat. Like story games with a consistent progression and or a story. Super Meat Boy didn't do it for you. Yeah, I guess not. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at a cat. And also, hey Mojo. Dying being the mechanic is not for you. That's fair. Yes. Yet. Alright. Playing Transport Fever. Oh shit. Hope you're not contagious. Also, like I knew someone who had Transport Fever once, and you know, they were fine for a few weeks, but then like, then they proved how contagious Transport Fever really was, and that's when it got very bad. A lot of deaths. You know, it was rough. It was horrible actually. Perfectly honest. The objective is to be as contagious as possible. No. This isn't like a COVID super spreader event. Anyway, if you haven't voted if this is a great cat or not, please do. It's very orange and looks done with your shit. And everyone loves it. Great cat. Beep, beep. Yeah, let's keep going. That cat is seeing you. I can't raise my quality any further. I can't raise it any further, Dave. This is max quality stream. Stream cannot go higher quality, Captain. I mean, unless you want me to lower the quality, like back down to 1. Quality now overflows, becomes minus legendary. What if double quality? I don't I don't have that. I don't have enough buttons for double quality. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I got a plan. Double quality it is. Uh, Copy, paste, duplicate. There we go. Well, this is stupid. If you overflow the quality, it becomes a real player stream. Oh shit, what was the resolution of those things? Double quality. Oh. I don't have enough buttons for more quality. Just don't. I've only got 6 buttons. What am I supposed to do? What's a cat to do? Make more buttons? Stream Deck XL has more buttons. Buy a bigger Stream Deck. I don't. Okay, so the thing is, I don't really use it that much. I just use it for like making stupid jokes. Turn one of the buttons into a modifier for the other buttons, and I have 10 buttons. Well, see the quality. See, hang on. See the quality. I don't know if you can see this. Really, no, show it to you. I got a quality button, and then that goes into there. That's how I set the qualities. So that's how I set quality. I can also turn the camera off. That's not never been needed, but what if? What if? Marvel's What If with friends. Where did Seif go? Seif disappears, but the quality remains. That's what matters. When Lil K starts walking around and starts being a bit bigger, when and he comes to my office while I'm streaming, then I probably want to be like, nope, camera off. And there might be a time. There is a time where I may just have, where I may just turn off my camera as a regular thing, and become a PNG tuber. That is actually a possibility of something that I might do in the future. That's okay. If I become a PNG tuber, it'll still be fun. Promise. And at that point, I will need the extra buttons and more PNGs. Like, I don't think I'll ever be a VTuber, but a PNG tuber, that I can do. No, is a PNG tuber a VTuber? Hard to say for sure. Do I have to like come up, like, do I have to debut, do like a VTuber debut? Yes. No. God, I don't need that in my life. Where did it go wrong? I can tell you where it went. That looks like a big one. Yeah, 4.0 jigs. The jig is up. Scuff debut. This is me. This is the stream now. So anyway, I am the actual SeiferKatt, who is actually a cat. Moving on. Yeah. That's pretty much what it'll probably be. But again, that's probably not for a couple of years yet. Or when like Lil K is a lot more active and could be on the move at any time. Then I'm like, because, I don't want him on camera. I don't. There's a reason why I haven't shared pictures of him with everyone. There's a reason I call him Lil K as opposed to his name, which is obviously Keanu, as per what Dave thinks. We must never let Dave know that he's right with Keanu. Or you get vintage me and play that I'm a cat, a kitty cat, and dance, 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 and dance, dance, dance song for 20 minutes. Shoot myself. For my next trick, I'm gonna effing kill myself. No. Also, that's not an acceptable joke. I apologize. That is an unacceptable joke. 1.5. Saves are taking longer. I wonder how big this map is. I wonder if I can find out. If I go into the autosave, file size is 190 megs. Out of curiosity, Nellius was 46. uh, Sushi was 29. First C block was 32. Yeah, this is a big map. 46 megs. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, we're doing all right actually. I'm pretty happy with how our traveling's going. I mean, would I prefer to be like at 90%? Sure, but we're getting closer. We'll get to 70% today easily, I think. Yeah, if I end up doing the PNG tuber thing, I think the emotes will actually just turn to the PNGs that I use because they're actually pretty detailed. And then I'll get some more done, like some more goofy ones. That'll be fun, right? I don't want to do the thing that some people have, which is when they're talking, the little thing like moves. I think that's annoying. Hey, Mahalik, welcome. How you doing, Mahalik, my boy? Thank you so much for the raid. Can we get a shout out from Mahalik, please? If someone can that out, I would appreciate it. Mahalik's a good lad. Thank you very much, Soulburn. He has been playing Starfield, played by Bill Murray. Today's episode of Starfield, Starfield tries to eat all the space lasagna. Anyway, howdy, laserbots. So, for those who don't know, I am SeiferKatt, and we are trying to reach the very edge of Factorio. It's taking us a long time.
Whoa, we're halfway there, whoa-oh. Livin' on a Spidertron, take my hand. We'll make it. I swear, whoa-oh. Livin' on a Spidertron.
The important thing is, thank you very much for that, Fraser. The important thing is, when I see its text-to-speech, I'm like, I just look away because I want the text-to-speech. I want to enjoy the text-to-speech. Whoa. Living on a Spidertron. I would live on a Spidertron. Okay, you know what? I just thought about something that I want an upgrade for Factorio. Like, for Space Age, I've got a upgrade for Factorio that I want. Using firearms. And that is, I want different colored lasers. I like the red lasers. Oh shit, I left one of my boys behind. You're right, I did leave one of my boys behind. Thank you.
Seifer was orbiting the moon and the cats were singing the Spidertron song, but Seifer could only hear the screams of oxygen.
Screams of oxygen. Screams of oxygen sound like. That sounds terrifying. Sounds like very surreal going on there, Mahalik, and I love it. Okay, we got our boys back. The worms must be punished. Commas are a medical condition, not punctuation. Yeah. You can't make fun of someone for a medical condition, right? Good point. But rough. I'm just driving the spiders to the end, that's correct. Because the train was taking me far, far, far too long. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. I need to go do some repairs. Yeah, I wanted to take the train there, but I was doing like 3% to the stream as opposed to like about 12% that I'm getting right now. So, yeah, that was harsh.
Hey, Safe. Did you know that chicken plus fire equals
What was the
chicken
plan?
wing? Also bow and arrow plus bullseye plus deer equals cut of meat.
I did know that. I did know that, Wes. Thank you so much. I appreciate I appreciate that very much. I was aware. Just checking. Yeah, I was aware. You've informed me of this before. You've informed me of a few of these. What is it? What is that picture? Was waving? Maybe? How do I get more landfill? We take a break every. Oh no, here we go.
Okay then. I shall remind you that man plus cat face equals SeiferKatt.
Yeah, okay, I respect that. Oh, goodness gracious. How do I get more landfill? Occasionally I take brief stops and like when I run out of batteries, fuel my shields, and we just make some more landfill. We do have a bunch of miners and solar panels. That's what we do. And I mean, at the end, we're going to have to build a rocket anyway, so we're going to need a lot of stone eventually. But that's all right. Man plus cat face. You know what? One thing I like about emojis is just how many different types of cats they have. Like, no other animal gets that many. Like SeiferKatt. Hey. Which is what a lot of people think it's pronounced, but it's SeiferKatt. Yeah, it's a common thing that people see the name, they're like, oh, it's Seifer? Nope, that's okay. Like, I'm not fussed. You know, it's like one thing you gotta know about being online is that everyone's name is difficult to pronounce. You know, like, not everyone's. I glance at the screen, I'm like, okay, most of these names are actually pretty easy to pronounce. Every now and then you got a guy who's like, you know, it's like, thanks for following Roomta? Meanwhile, Roomta's like, oh, he mangled my name and I didn't even announce anything. And I always feel bad because I'm like, well, that person chose this name because it meant something to them and I messed it up. There you go. I'll play it then. I'll play the rim shot if I have to. Can't just do drums, guys. We gotta play the sound. Sound, a dream. Hey, Veldek's back. Good to get that sorted. 68.2. Oh, we're almost at that nice percent. How many Seif bucks do I have? You mean cat coins or Seif bucks? I have a few cat coins because I'm always watching my stream. I don't know if you're joking or if you just don't know how many currency that someone has. Like a streamer. Because as a streamer, if you have like a redeem feature. Oh, I can't tell how many coins other people have, but I can tell you how many coins I have as the streamer, which is infinite. Like, as a streamer, I have infinite coins. Like, that's not like a... Yeah, infinite is the answer, but I didn't know if you were, like, making a joke or not. But yeah, no, infinite is the answer. If the streamer has infinite coins on their own stream, I don't need to watch my stream to get coins. I'm more like I'm the bourgeoisie over here. You didn't know? Okay, now you know. Sorry about that. I am the stream. I am the catcoin bourgeoisie. I am the rich, and I laugh at you with your petty number of coins, as my coins are infinite. much like my wisdom. Anyway. And not every streamer has access to coins. That is true. That is true. So I'm tanking this economy by flooding the market. Yeah, I'm Masamune. Masamune? Who did that? How long till I print a trillion cat coin note? I've already done it. I keep it in a very safe place. Was his name Masamune, the one who did like a pilgrimage and like gave out so much gold that he basically destroyed the economies? Like, I think he's from Ethiopia. No, he was West African. Yeah. He just, like, as he went around Europe, he was near present-day Mali. Okay, where's Mali? I think you're right, actually. Where is Mali? Oh, yeah, it's Central Westish Africa. Factorio. Not particularly helpful. Okay. But yeah, that's like one man just tanking the economy, being like, I am charitable. It's like, you have destroyed economies, sir. Just imagine that. Just someone comes by and just gives out so much money that your money is worthless. Like, thank you so much for your gift. Like, he didn't do it intentionally to like harm people. He was trying to be nice. Like, he has so much money, he can give it away. I guess we all make mistakes from time to time. Even rich people. I know, we all think rich people are perfect, but they make mistakes too, because most of them are human. Most of them. Not all of them. Some rich people are not human. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. It's a fair cop. You never say what river the Mali Empire controlled. This Twitch might ban you. Oh, yeah, okay. Um, I mean, it's the name of the river. Like, I feel like it's not. Yeah. Now that I put too much thought into it, I'm absolutely staying away from it. But if I was an academic professor, I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm just going to say it because it's not like I'm saying it to be rude. It's just what it's called. But now I've just put too much weight into it. You know, I think we've all had that friend, or been that friend. I hope not on your case, but look, we're all stupid teenagers once, or maybe we still are stupid teenagers. Yeah, I don't know who you are. Yeah, exactly. The main Kieran is also another one like that. But like the sort of people who deliberately say a word knowing that, oh no, the context is fine. I can get away with it because I said that it was in this context. And it's like, I know why you're saying it. Stop. Oh no, I wasn't saying he was that word. I'm just reminded of a river. No, no. You are trying to be clever to get away from the fact you're a racist asshole. Don't. Just stop. That's not okay, but if it's like just what it's called, then it's fine. Yeah, it's the equivalent of you can't get mad, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not slurring at you. I'm not slurring at you. I'm slurring near you. It's not the same. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're wonderful cats. Polydactyl as well, if I remember rightly. No, you know what? The best cats are the Norwegian forest cats. I don't care what anyone says. They're so fluffy wuffy. And I'm all for Team Fluff. Big fluffy cat. Oh. Ragdolls. Ragdolls are very cute. I don't know if they're as fluffy though. They just don't weigh 80 to 110. So, what, 40, 50 kilos? Is that how much Norwegian forest cats are, or are you talking about Maine Coons? That's a big cat. That cat could kill you. I mean, all cats could kill you. That's why we love them. Because if we didn't, they're gonna get us. They'll get mad and just sit on you. Crush your windpipe. Just with their pure body weight. Some people would pay good money for that, of course, but no. Not me. Look, call me crazy, but I don't want to be asphyxiated. I know, right? Crazy. And I say I'm just old-fashioned that way. That's a lot of Spidertrons. It is. We're almost at 90%. We're almost at 90%. We are at 90%. We are at 69%. Oh. We can do like 1 or 2 more percent before we finish for the night. So we've done 11% now for today. Something. Dave bot. We don't have a Dave bot yet. I'm specifically over the middle. What's the goal? Reach the edge of novice? And build a rocket. But we're going to have to actually gather some resources for that because someone didn't plan very well for that. But yes. Essentially. At least the resource patches are large. And the research has been done. Building at the edge won't be hard. No, it won't be hard. It's just going to be a little time consuming. It'll probably take a couple of hours to get it done. No enemies to worry about. That's true. I think when I get to like 99.5%, I think that's when we just start killing all the enemies again and start trying to... I don't think we're going to do like a long form mine. Like I don't think we're going to build a proper base. I think we're just going to use assembly plants and just do it that way. Like mine a bunch of ore and then just get it all together. So was on one meeting and you think you'll keep slacking the rest of the day? You know what? I hate meetings at the start of the day. Meetings at the start of the day are the worst because then you're like, well, now my whole day flow is ruined. Rocket silo and parts are not cheap. How much can one banana cost, Michael?
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Hilda the Dwarf. Or Dwarf, sorry. Pronounce it properly. Well, it's just been like normal ribbon Factorio. How do they do fraud with that banana cart? Well, there's always money in the banana stand. I enjoyed the first. You know what? I think Arrested Development was one of those shows that eventually I cringed so hard that I just stopped watching it entirely. There had many years and seasons of that show, and you could never understand how they did fraud with the banana stand. I don't think they did fraud with the banana stand. I think the fraud was being hidden in the banana stand. Like, the banana stand was there, and it held money that if fraud had hidden away. Like with the not real estate, property development. George Bluth was bad at hints and lessons. I mean, everyone just kind of sucked in that show. Had a chicken pizza yesterday. It was good. Yeah, no, eventually Arrested Development, I think somewhere in season 2, I just cringed so hard that I was like, I'm not watching this anymore. It's just tough. I'm just not enjoying it. I feel uncomfortable. Do I have pita breads in New Zealand? Yeah, we got pita breads. It was literally money in the banana stand that got burned down with the money still in it. Yeah, I think he was more wondering how, like, the banana stand was making that much money. That was my understanding what he meant. And my answer is it wasn't. Like, it was a way they used to make some very small amount of money, like some money, but oh wow, I thought it was going to be bigger. I've got a couple of ideas for another dumb Factorio run, which is always important. But I think after this run, I'm going to take a break from dumb Factorio runs and go into a dumb, either Crusader Kings or RimWorld run. Crusader Kings is probably the better one because I actually have a clear goal in mind. It involves murder, so don't worry. You know, it doesn't involve cannibalism. Doesn't at the moment, but I suppose it could. Create giant people by breeding? No, it's not. It's not a eugenics program. Well, ooh, is it a eugenics program? It is, but not like that. Don't go near runs. It smells like physical exercise is dangerous for you. Gosh darn it. So rude. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it is a eugenics program. You'll walk next map? Alright. Get across? It does, but it's kind of a little shaky. I think I'd be happier if there was just a little bit of dirt. There needs to be like a walking emote for the engineer, so he doesn't have to run everywhere. Why can the engineer not just take his time? It's not like, you know, he's got anything waiting for him back home. You know, I was just thinking, like, the engine, like, just because he's an engineer, I was just thinking the game Shipbreaker, Hard Space Shipbreaker, I think it was called. That was a fun game that I feel like, unfortunately, is a little bit too repetitive, but it is very neat. So if you don't know the game, you basically play as a shipbreaker in space, pulling apart a ship, and it's kind of neat, like just tearing the ship apart. I read pie and I started saying it, tearing the pie apart, tearing the ship apart, cutting into the hull, throwing the chairs into like a big chair receptacle, making sure the warp core doesn't rupture and explode. It's just a kind of a neat game. Pies is fun. Is this the thing? Yeah, I saw this. I had a good laugh at that today. It's 30 ingredients, although 2 of them are fluids. I laughed so hard looking at that. People at lunch were wondering what I was laughing at. I couldn't really answer the question. So how do you explain? Okay, so this game is a logistics. Yeah, I've already lost you. It's just the Mad Hatter C for laughing again. I mean, honestly, that does happen sometimes. Sometimes, like when I'm bored at work and I don't want to listen to music, I just put on my own stream because I'm narcissistic that way. Because I want to make sure my stream's entertaining for other people, right? And it's one thing being streaming, and it's another thing actually watching back your stream. And I say something that I forgot that I said, and it makes me laugh, right? And so I'm laughing, and someone goes, "Oh, Steve, what's funny?" And I'm just like, there is no way out of here without lying, and I don't like to lie. And so then they just think I'm strange, because I tell them. I was laughing at a joke that I made the other night. And they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm a broken individual, okay?" I should just lie. It makes everyone's life easier. Like everyone's life. That's alright. How are we doing? 70% yet? 69.8. Okay. That's the mod Ghostin is playing. Oh god. That's not basic pie, it's hardened pie. Because, you know, the problem with pie is it's just too easy. You know, I'm just so bored of people playing pie in a regular manner. Like, ugh. Why would you play such a boring, dull game? Pie is adding space. Oh no. That's horrible. Why would they do that? Are they also adding quality? I hope they add quality and space. Oh, that's so funny. It's so mean. We are going to be ripped apart right now. Not janky quality, that's for sure. I mean, maybe. No, you don't. I don't play pie. I'll decide what I need. I'll decide what commands I need. Careful, or I might come up with a new command. Look, Wes, you want me to come up with a new command? I am happy to come up with a new command if you really want it. Oh yeah, you're probably right. Healing's probably good. We would have been fine, probably. You can imagine it now. Oh, I can imagine it as well. Your office had a fire drill on Thursday, and then a false alarm on Friday, and again today. Oh yeah, that was it. That was the exact command I was thinking. Yeah. No, you got it. You 100% got it. That was the command. There's a word that is not used to describe me, and that's subtle. So maligned. Yeah, I don't like demands being made of me. Plus, I think it's funny. I mean, yeah. My stinker, absolutely. Good evening, Glacier. Welcome to the last 5-10 minutes of Going East with your pal, SeiferKatt. Who's a fan of this pose. That's an old one. I haven't thought about that phrase for a long time. Oh, 4chan. It was a time you weren't absolutely reprehensible. And you weren't great, but you weren't completely reprehensible. I mean, you were never great, but... Oh, it was curved brackets, not square brackets. Okay, I will do those in just a moment. Let me just get to a place of safety. Those were different times. They were different times. That was the times when I was in my teenage years. Was I? Suppose I would have been. At least close to there. Anyway, I did it. What the shirt? Definitely today. Alright, today's shirt. We're wearing the Caterpillar. This is good. I've been told that I'm probably not going to get new shirts for Christmas this year because the price of shirts went up. But you know, it's cats. This is the best cat. It's the most cat of cats. And that's just the worst cat of cats, which is, I think it's unfair because I think it's a good cat. A round boy. A round boy. The little beans. How is it the least cat? It might not be a cat. That's probably the answer. It's some other animal. Who knows? All right. Oh. Okay, this could be a contentious one. Okay, guys, we're about to look at a cat. You know how it is. Question is it a great cat? Look at its little face. Look at its little face. Look at its little face. Are you looking? I request to know if you're looking. I'm looking at its little face. Looking. Look at you. I mean, is that a great cat? You know what? I'm gonna vote on that one. I don't usually vote. Sometimes I feel like you gotta. Sometimes you gotta vote on that cat's little face. You can have at least one monster in this chat. I did notice that, Zoe. It was me. The monster was inside the house the whole time. That wasn't me. Look at his little face. Anyway. Sorry, for some reason that's all I got stuck in my head. Just look at his little face. It's deemed a great cat with 88% of the votes. If anyone wants to say why they voted no, I would be intrigued to know why you would do that. Could be any of us, even see. I mean, it reminds you of that Simpsons joke. Why, anyone could solve this murder. Maybe you, or maybe you. And it points to the camera. And then the camera turns around as Chief Wiggum goes, yeah, I guess. We'll give it a go. I was like, can you solve the case? That was like Who Shot Mr. Burns, I believe. It's crazy, like how Who Shot Mr. Burns was such like a big Simpsons episode, and it was so early. Like, it's kind of crazy. See those 5 orange dots? You also see the 1 dot next to it. We're at 6 dots right now. We're 6 dots quality. Double quality. Man was not meant to be having double quality. See, this is where Soulburn lacked. Doesn't have double quality. It's like, oh, sure, the game's gonna have quality, but did they consider double quality? I mean, Soulburn's mod is fantastic. Let's not beat the bush. It is a fantastic mod. It does great things, and it lets us play a thing before it's available. It does have double quality. Shit, never mind. Slams 2 modules into the screen. Okay, never mind. Soulburn does have double quality. I suppose that's true. 1 for the mod, 1 for the person, right? Oh no. I didn't lose any. Oh, thank goodness. I lost 1. Okay, 1's fine. You have a quality assembler with a quality mod. Ooh. Okay, so we lost 1 construction bot, but that's okay. But still, that could have been a disaster. Not really a disaster. It wouldn't have mattered that much. It could have been mildly inconvenient. Alright, let's get to another. Let's get past this bit. A bit of safety, a bit of respite, and then we'll call it for the night. Could have technically had all the rocket silo and parts and the spiders. I didn't really think I was going to be going this far. I thought I was only going to go a couple of percent and see how effective it was. And then I just kept going. I've also got, keep in mind, I've got no productivity modules, so I don't know if I'm going to build those. I suppose I probably should. I don't know. Respite is pronounced respite. Shit, you're right, it is. I never even considered that. 70.4. Okay, 12%. It's not bad. So next stream would be 82, then 96, and then okay, that's fine. All right, call it. Very important. There you go. Or calling. All right, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. If you're new here, please do consider following. If you enjoyed yourself. If you didn't enjoy yourself and you don't want to follow, then thanks for sticking by anyway. It's appreciated. Thank you for the kill, Soulburn. Oh no, the crickets are back. No, Tower is here with the crickets. Oh, they loop so well. I will next be streaming on Thursday. Where I'll probably be doing C Block. Which is always good, because I love C Block. You've also got the social links. Whoop. There we go. You got youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs. And you've got the Discord link, which is where the Discord link's where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. The noises are getting to me. The noise is destroying my head. You did what the mod said it can't do, which is working with other mods. Does not play well with others. Alright, well, we're going to put the mask on for ending the stream. The cacophony? Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. That does tend to happen at the end of the stream. People would clap, but they don't want to. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. I am praising the sun, apparently. Yeah, I've got this little guy here. He also praises the sun. Yay. I love that I bought this. And with that, I wish everyone a good night and take care.